Good morning, everyone. These are truly bittersweet moments. I'm Sidney Katz. I'm the chair of the Public Safety Committee, and I'm joined by Dawn Luedtke and Kristen Mink, who are also members of the Public Safety Committee. But retirements are never exactly what you want. I remember Angela sitting in one of these seats, and you probably remember this as well, saying that she was going to retire. And I said, I think it was during a council meeting or a committee meeting, and I said, excuse me, what did you just say? Because we truly are going to miss her. She has done an absolute, unbelievably good job for a very, very tough job. She started working for Montgomery County in 1990. And she followed two extremely good directors, Art Wallenstein, Rob Green, and she even improved on what they have done. And that is a very difficult thing to do because they had done so much previously. She did work with consideration for societal, rehabilitation, public safety, community issues, impacts. She worked hard to make sure that social services and community release programs met basic human needs and ensured the rights of prisoners. Her service to Montgomery County has been a benefit for all of us, for those who she directly worked with and for those who society needed to have her work with. She's going to be dearly missed, and I mean that sincerely. I'm going to call on the county executive to say a few words, and then council members Luedtke and Mink. We're going to read a proclamation, and we're going to hear from a lady by the name of Angela Talley. County executive, please.
So thank you. I am really sorry to see you go, but I'm going to be really honest right now. When I see your face and I see the smile, I see a lightness that I have not seen. You can see it. It's palpable. I feel like you've been released from jail. It is a heck of a thing to say, but I want to thank you for your service. You came in the tradition of, I think, outstanding leadership. I think that our facility has more to do with corrections than most facilities in the United States. They make a greater effort to correct and improve behavior and to give people a future beyond jail that too often never happens. Most of the time, jail's just strictly punishment. And I think the data shows that punishment has not been terribly effective as a strategy in correcting behavior. And our jail puts lots of effort into trying to give people a path to recovery. And we've got work to do on our side. We know that if a person enters jail, once you've been sentenced, your employability goes to near zero. Your ability to get apartments is severely hampered, and so all these things befall people, which make it even harder to re-enter life. And I think we've got to start thinking really hard about who goes to jail and gets a criminal conviction, and are there other ways to correct people and also have them pay a debt to society that doesn't also not just sentence them to 6 months, but sentences to a lifetime of misery. We've got to figure a way out of this mess. But I do appreciate everything you've done over there, and particularly during COVID, because this was a facility. There was no telejailing, and so there was no telejail. Everybody had to be there, and we're in close quarters. You don't have the luxury of having all the spacing that we had in the outside world. The staff had to be there. You couldn't run this, let alone not teleworking. You had to have people right up next to each other, just like you did when there was no COVID. So what they did at the facility, what they were able to do in terms of keeping people as safe as you were able to keep them, I really appreciate. And I hope that, as we come out of this, there are programs we want to continue to restore to jail. I'm going to get that bakery back there sooner than later. It was one of the greatest programs we ever had. And I wish you happiness in where you're going next, but I can already see you're happy. And, and that's important. I mean, you're more important to you than to us. And, you know, you've got to take care of yourself. And I look forward to your telling us in the future about what you've been doing with yourself. And I wish that you're very successful and your family is very supportive. And I know you've pointed out that some of them are here today. So I just want to thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dawn, did you?
I just want to say your reputation is legend. And your ability to be creative and collaborative on such incredibly important topics and never losing sight of the mission of the rehabilitation portion of this work has been incredible. And I know that you're going off to other things, but I hope that the door is always open for us to reach out, to tap into that vast knowledge, and instead of saying goodbye, to say until we meet again. So thank you for all that you've done.
Please, Kristen.
I unfortunately, I'm not going to get the, long career to work with you, but as John said, your reputation truly precedes you. And I am so grateful for the path that you have set us on. And we look forward to continuing that positive trajectory. So thank you for setting us up for success and for modeling what it means to be using this role to really do the right thing. Thank you.
Before we read the proclamation, I'm going to ask a few of the other people who are here just to identify themselves. I know most people don't know who they are.
So good morning. I'm Chief Marcus Jones, Chief of Montgomery County Police, and I just want to congratulate Angela. I have been watching her smile get bigger and bigger every day for the last few months. But I want to applaud her. She has been a fabulous partner and collaborator in this county, and she really cares about the people who are in her facilities, to include not only the inmates but also her staff. And she has just a tremendous heart. And again, Montgomery County is going to miss a lot of institutional knowledge and support that she's given us as the police department and other public safety partners. And I just want to wish you the best of luck.
Good morning. Max Wee. I'm the sheriff here in Montgomery County. And again, I'd just like to echo what the county executive said. And I wish you all the best in your retirement. Montgomery County, we're so fortunate to have wonderful partnerships here among all the stakeholders and the different public safety departments. And the collaboration and partnership we have between the deputies and my staff and your staff is it's top notch. So I wish you all the best. I'm so happy for you and look forward to seeing what you'll be doing next.
I'm Lauren DeMarco. I am the Public Affairs Director with the State's Attorney's Office, representing State's Attorney John McCarthy. He couldn't be here today, but he did want me to express congratulations to you. Thank you for your partnership with the State's Attorney's Office and all of the work that you did during COVID-19 and the pandemic. I mean, it's just unprecedented, quite the feat, and you have a well-deserved retirement.
What we're going to do is we're going to read the proclamation, and then we're going to give Angela the last word here. This is a proclamation from the County Council. Whereas Director Angela Talley began her career with Montgomery County's Department of Correction and Rehabilitation Pre-Release Center on August 12, 1990. With 32 years of dedicated service, Director Talley worked her way up the ranks to lead one of the finest county correctional agencies in the country. And I think we should probably even take out the word one of. The finest county correctional agencies in the country, known for its excellence in core detention operations, pre-trial services, and community reentry programs. And whereas,
Nice print. Since 2020, Director Talley has led DOCR's COVID-19 operational response, resulting in the safe management of all staff and inmates. Some of the major departmental changes that Director Talley oversaw during the pandemic to meet the daily challenges includes technology infrastructure improvements, remote court reporting, and inmate video visiting. And whereas,
please.
Director Talley believed in the importance and significant need for DOCR to maintain electronic health records, and so she and her DOCR team identified a system that is well known in the correctional industry that enables quick access to patient records, helps providers more effectively diagnose patients to provide efficient care, reduces medical errors, enables safer and more reliable prescribing, and reduces costs and labor through decreased paperwork. And
Director Talley is a National Institute of Corrections certified offender workforce development specialist and instructor. She and her colleagues developed the first career resource center modeled under the one-stop career centers. This center allows pre-release residents to receive computerized employment assessments, access labor market information, develop resumes, complete online applications, contact employers, access training and educational information, and enhance computer skills, and whereas,
I think it should be noted no one else complained about the print size, but anyhow, whereas Director Talley's corrections work has had a positive impact on the lives of Montgomery County residents under her tenure, incarcerated individuals and individuals under community supervision have received high levels of safety, care, and rehabilitative opportunities, all exceeding the highest constitutional and professional standards. Director Talley always leads by example, and her work has advanced the goal of reducing barriers to reentry and breaking the cycle of recidivism and for returning residents of Montgomery County. Now therefore be resolved that the County Executive, Mark Elrich, Public Safety Committee Chair, Councilmember Sidney Katz, and Public Safety Committee members, Councilmembers Dawn Luedtke and Councilmember Kristen Mink, and the full Council of Montgomery County, Maryland, hereby congratulate Angela Talley. It's signed by the four of us today. Congratulations, Angela.
Thank you. So how much time do I have here? I'll try to be brief because everybody knows I really don't like this attention on me. But let me first by thanking County Executive Elrich for appointing me to this position and having the confidence in me to take on such an important leadership role for the county for public safety. I want to thank CAO Rich Madaleno. I don't see him here, but thank him. Oh,
There you go.
oh, you snuck in on me. Okay. I want to thank him for his support. Deputy CAO Fariba Kasiri, who may or may not be here, and Assistant CAO Earl Stoddard for their support as well. I want to thank the council members. I've worked with Sidney the longest. He has been a fan of ours, of DOCR, and supporter of our community corrections programs from the beginning. Him and County Executive Elrich, before he was county executive, would come to pre-release center all the time, and I just never forgot that. But the whole council has been supportive of DOCR and ensuring that we have what we need to take on the mission of public safety. And I want to thank you for that and welcome the new members. And hopefully that support will continue, and it sounds like it will. 32 years. You don't do this by yourself and have success in 32 years by yourself. I want to thank my leadership team. Some are here because they work with me every day through good and bad, up and down. Some longer than others as we work on strategies to operate, to improve services, to get through COVID, and they were there to do that, and I appreciate that. For the staff that's not here, who are the backbone of what we do, our staff that are on the floor every single day, and as a county executive said, we couldn't close down the jails during COVID, and so people were there working in the trenches, working with people who were infected when we were just learning about this virus and trying to contain that in a community corrections program and make sure everybody is healthy and safe is a tough job. And they came to work and they did that, and they, in addition to the risk that they are facing every single day, the men and women deserve our credit and recognition every day. Those who work the 24/7 shifts, those who work holidays, those who don't work in those roles, because we're all supportive of the mission in the end. And they have to act to implement what you as a director and your leadership team put in place. We can devise the plans, but if they are not doing it and putting it the action in motion, then your plan is going to fail. And they have done that. And so my success is because of them. I want to thank my family, for sure, my mother and dad who aren't here because of health reasons. My dad worked for the city of Rockville for 37 years. You do what you see. I didn't know I was going to be a county employee for 32 years, but my dad worked for the city of Rockville for 37 years. I grew up in Montgomery County in one of the, I call it project housing in Davis Skull on First Street. And, you know, I didn't know my path was coming here. And I started at Pre-Release Center just wondering what they were doing, is trying to be in the county, and realized that they were helping people change their lives. And I said, okay, I can do this. I can be a part of this, this journey to change people's lives for the better, to present opportunities. And so I became a mother during that time and had to balance being a mother and also advancing careers. And so I want to thank my family, because they've seen me and know that I'm not there for some holidays during my tenure, knowing that I'm at work all the time. But my daughter's here, and my grandson is here, Jeremiah, who I love dearly, Jewel and Serenity, who aren't here. My daughter Jessica, my son T, and my daughter Claudette, who are not here. But I do everything I did for them, of course, and hopefully I modeled the good things that and the way to be. And my sisters and brother, my brother would have me working until I can't work anymore if it was up to him. My brother Robbie, who's taking the video now, he doesn't want me to retire, and every day he says that. And I have to remind him he's the baby, I'm the oldest, and I make my own decisions. But, you know, if it was up to him, I'd be running for some official government, you know, county seat or something like that. That's him. But my sister Monica retired after 32 years with the county. I want to give her her due with Health and Human Services. We started a month apart. My brother-in-laws are here. My sister-in-laws are here. And you helped me be me. And so I thank you for that. And I'll just close by, you know, telling you a story about my grandson. He touched my heart. We were riding home from my littlest grandson's birthday party, and he was talking to his cousin in the back seat, and he says, well, you know, was telling his cousin, well, did you know that Grandma is the first African-American female director? And he touched my heart, because I am the first female African-American director of DOCR, and I understood what that meant. And he was so proud of his grandma, and said he can't wait until he has an assignment so he can talk about his grandmother. And so those are the things that touch my heart. I thank everybody for their support. This is a tough job. Corrections isn't easy, and most people don't want to hear about it. And you don't hear about it unless something goes wrong. But we save lives every day. We protect lives every day. We present opportunities and services for people every day. And I just need everybody to recognize that and understand that. And so my success is because of what we do and what our staff believes in. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Grandma, your grandson is not the only person who's proud of you. Could I invite the entire family to come down, and the family being relatives as well as people who are co-workers, etc., to be in this picture, please, and my compatriots as well, please.